Hey, welcome aboard. This is the Grolix again. Streaming something a little different this time. I am doing a Mass Effect run. I just got Legendary Edition over the holidays, so I went ahead during this recent holiday season trying to figure out how to mod this thing. And I've had some success. I've had some success. I figured it out kinda. And yeah, going to jump right in and see what we can do. I figured I'd start with third game, just because the gameplay's pretty advanced compared to the other two, in my opinion. And so I think from there it would be a good place to start. I do know that there's like a program once you play with 3 in the Legendary Edition that lets you speed run through all the other decisions from the other two games. I may just go ahead and do that as well. So yeah, let's get started. I did do a game earlier, just to test run and see how the early game went to make sure all the mods and everything are working correctly. It seemed to be working just fine. So I'll go ahead and jump right in for a new one. And yeah, if you see from the title, there's Salty Shepard. I'm just gonna make a real jerk Shepard here. So we're gonna do the action. Excuse me, sorry. So there's gonna be action. You could pick an action experience where you won't have any choices made. You'll just be a lot of gunplay, gameplay stuff, and then convert on the other side of the coin is the story side. You don't really have difficult combat there. I want to do the middle, which is a little bit of both, or which is both essentially. Let's call. Oh, enter name. Oh, how to enter name? Have to do that up here. Okay. Let's do Salty Shepard. Custom. We could just do hell. Let's do custom appearance. Oh yeah, this guy looks salty. That's gonna be our number one choice. Let me go back to that. Oh, it looks pretty. This kind of salty. This is our guy, I think. Let's see if I can mess with this a little bit, though. There we go. Oh, he's got the crazy eyes here, I think. Yeah, yeah. That'll do it. The hair is perfect. We do need more of a beard, though. That might do it, yeah. Hair color. There we go. No, he used to be like an old dude. There we go. Yeah, he's an old man Shepard. And I think that's fine. That's fine. Now, which class we may go? I feel like Infiltrator is pretty fun as far as the gunplay. Vanguards are up there. Vanguards are definitely up there. I am kind of on the fence with these three. I think these three are the ones I'm looking at the most. Let's see. Yeah, this is a high risk, high reward. Infiltrator, I think I would prefer. Yeah, I think once you get certain weapons, it's pretty dang good. Let's do that. Alright, let's see his psychological profile. So he grew up in space with parents in the military, followed in their footsteps and enlisted. You were born and raised on a colony that was attacked and slaughtered your family. That's pretty rough. And this is you're an orphan on the streets and on Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs. Yeah, let's do that one. And then life-saving mission, or sorry, life-threatening situation. That's pretty rough. That's a rough one. And then you found yourself facing overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your soldiers, and bravery and heroism got you medals. So there's that. War hero, ruthless, cold, calculating, brutal. I think that's what our salty guy would want, right? Or is he the sole survivor and he's salty about it? Let's do ruthless. Salty. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about, the interactive comics. So I'm just trying to think if I want to do that, but yeah, let's do it. Spoiler alert here, for those of y'all who aren't familiar.
I've already lost count of the days since they relieved me of duty. Strange how years of your life can just vanish in the blink of an eye. And in a flash, you've got nothing but time. Time to reflect on everything that's happened. Hard to believe it's been only a few years since this all began.
Chill.
We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive.
It's like a flashback.
I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics.
This is like Mass
We
Effect
came across
1,
the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief
overview,
Ashley
basically.
Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
I wouldn't say Caden was
Ashley
a kid,
joined
though.
up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship.
We saw it.
Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive,
It's that top right
scorching
corner
the
there.
colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare.
You actually see it in the game. It looks kind of goofy. Looks
By
kind
the
of
time
weird.
I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on
It's
our way
like
to meet
goofy,
the
but
council.
it's like surreal.
I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like
Basically
that.
like secret agents.
They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
who don't really answer to anybody, really. They're
Fortunately,
independent.
I
for the
wasn't
most part.
alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Elite team material right here.
Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans. then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else.
And they are just visions, after all.
We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat.
That's why.
But they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren.
Yeah, in the Mass Effect universe,
Anderson decided to stay behind.
humans are
giving
like up
his
and
ship,
coming.
the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction.
Like-
Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
So this is where you could pick like your love interests, it looks like. Let's just say it's Ash.
I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia.
Her mom.
Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had
They
to
were
fight
mad,
through hundreds
big
of them to
mad.
get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
We're salty. We kill. We're ass.
I couldn't
we're an
take
ass.
the chance.
We're a big jerk.
I had a mission to do, and an army of angry Rachni would be one more problem I didn't have time to deal with.
Our Shepard's a
With
jerk.
Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and
They're
taking over
explaining
the
everything.
galaxy. But
yeah.
the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves. Mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will.
So it wasn't
I
exactly
had to
cured.
destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Listen to me, Rex.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Kill his ass.
He just couldn't be reasoned with, and I couldn't let the base be saved, even if it meant curing the Krogan. Saren had to be stopped. When we finally got to the center of the
The
base,
song's fire, though.
I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper.
Oh,
It
snap.
spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't
Oh, hell
understand was
no.
why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign,
Damn.
the Reaper.
Damn.
And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
No. Save Ash.
Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted.
You gotta have that in an action film, right?
We
Something
arrived
like
on
that.
Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass
Citadel's like the
relays.
meeting place for everybody.
By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
Dun dun dun.
We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily
Look at them
damaged.
jumping around and shit.
He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy.
So they're on the ship that's under attack, about to be destroyed. If I have to choose whether I let them, whether I let the Council die on that ship, and focus on the enemy, or try to do a little bit of both, right? Try to save them, and then fight the enemy, which will then weaken my forces. So this guy is kind of a jerk and a no-nonsense guy, so he probably wouldn't care. So we're gonna go with the sacrifice here.
The Council could be replaced.
Yeah, see,
the fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign.
You don't know, right? If you're looking at it from his perspective.
Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell.
Everybody had to shoot that one thing.
Were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice? Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Let's go with the politician.
I didn't much like Udina, but sometimes you need a pit bull on your side. Someone willing to be the bad guy, for the sake of the greater good.
He looks funny
The
there.
war was over. The threat had passed.
If you're familiar with how he looks in
In
the game,
time,
it does not look like
The
that.
Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. But the Geth and Saren were just the beginning. The Reapers had other plans. A few months after the battle for the Citadel, while we were on patrol, we were attacked by an unknown vessel. Before we knew what was happening, we were disabled and forced to abandon ship. The Normandy was destroyed. We lost a lot of good people. I almost didn't make it myself.
You don't say. This is Mass Effect 2,
Technically, I was as
basically.
close to death as you can get. By the time my body was recovered, there wasn't much left. The pro-human group, Cerberus, acquired what was left of my body and spent the next 2 years rebuilding me. My memories, abilities, everything. The person in charge of my recovery was a Cerberus agent, Miranda Lawson. Brilliant and efficient. But before I could be completely rehabilitated, the Cerberus facility we were in was attacked, and was forced to fight my way out. In my condition, I should have died. But an ex-Alliance soldier named Jacob Taylor kept me alive. We found Miranda, and we escaped. They took me to meet the Elusive Man, the leader of Cerberus and the one who had ordered me rebuilt. The Elusive Man lived up to his name, offering half answers to many of my questions. But he did explain why he had brought me back. He believed I was the one person who could stop the Reaper threat. And he explained that the Reapers had a new ally, an insectoid race called the Collectors, the ones who had attacked the Normandy 2 years earlier. Since that time, they'd been systematically abducting entire human colonies and taking them beyond the Omega-4 relay, a place that no ships other than Collector ships ever returned from. The Elusive Man wanted
They
me to
added like
find
a
out
lot
why
of lore
humans were
in
being
Mass
abducted,
Effect 2,
and to
as
end
you can tell.
In return, Cerberus would outfit me with a rebuilt Normandy, weapons, and a skeleton crew. As long as I agreed to take along Miranda, Jacob, and an illegal AI named Edie. I told the Elusive Man I wanted my own team, people I knew. He already had a list of individuals that he wanted. People that might be willing to go on a suicide mission.
Some people he wanted,
to head
though.
beyond the Omega-4 relay and face the unknown. It was an interesting list. Ex-convicts, assassins, experimental scientists. In the end, it was my choice. It would take time and effort to recruit them all, and with more humans disappearing every day, I wasn't sure I should bother.
Yeah, let's recruit all of them.
I decided I needed all the help I could get.
Yeah.
Recruiting the team took me all over the galaxy. Along the way, I met some old friends. They were quick to join, despite the risks. As for the rest, finding them and convincing them to join me on a suicide mission was difficult. But keeping them from killing each other was next to impossible. They only had to stay alive long enough to complete the mission. I wasn't sure what difference it would make if they were happy doing it.
Let's just do resolve here. Yeah.
But if we were going to survive
Yeah.
this, our best chance was to make sure everyone was working together. I tried to recruit and reconnect with a few of my old squad, but they were suspicious of Cerberus. No doubt why they weren't on the Elusive Man's list to begin with. Worse, they had moved on. For 2 years, they'd believed I was dead and lost. Now I was headed off on another suicide mission.
And you don't
If
trust
things were going to get
Cerberus.
better between us, it would take time. But I was running out of time.
I'm gonna move on.
If they wouldn't help, then I'd find someone else. With most of the team recruited, we were getting close. We just needed to figure out how to survive the Omega-4 relay. Our best chance came when we discovered a damaged collector ship. We went in knowing it could be a trap, but we had to try. What we found there was almost unbelievable. The collectors weren't a new race at all. They were the twisted remnants of the Protheans, slaves of the Reapers. And humans were the next target. The Collectors were abducting tens of thousands of humans for the Reapers, and unless we could find a way to stop them, we'd end up just like the Protheans. We had to escape before we could find out the secrets of the Omega-4 relay, but we were more determined than ever to put a stop to the Collectors. All we needed now was a way through the relay. Edie had figured out what we needed, and the elusive man knew where to find it. We stole parts from a derelict Reaper to mask our ship's signature, to make the Normandy appear as a Reaper and allow us safe passage. As soon as we had what we needed, Joker and Edie began testing. But while I was away on a mission with the team, the Collectors attacked the Normandy, determined to destroy it before we could finish the tests. Joker and Edie did their best to fight them off. They saved the ship, but the entire crew was abducted, taken beyond the Omega-4 relay. Jacob wanted to go immediately and rescue the crew. Edie and Miranda wanted more time to prepare before we attacked.
Let's improve the ship.
We only had one chance to attack the Collectors. I knew we had to be ready before we went, even if it meant sacrificing the crew. I gathered everyone to go over the plan. We all knew this was likely a one-way ticket. The team was ready, but they were nervous. We knew this could be our last day together. We were scared and looking for reassurance. Some of us found it in each other.
Yeah.
But I went to my cabin to be alone, to prepare for the attack, go over every detail. I had to make sure we were ready. The day of the attack, everything went as planned. At first. The Normandy made it safely through. As we scanned the wreckage of all the ships that had failed before us, we found what we were looking for. The Collector base. And guarding it, the ship that had destroyed the Normandy 2 years ago.
Oh, how cool.
And almost
how
ended
nice.
my life.
What a coincidence.
But this time, we were the attacker. And the Normandy was equipped to deal with it. We took some damage, but destroyed the Collector ship.
Oh, that's
and made our way to their base. We knew the fighting inside would be brutal. We arrived intact, but the team wasn't strong enough to withstand the assault. Eventually, we made it to the heart of the base. To this day, I can hardly believe what we saw there. The collected humans had been dissolved, transformed and repurposed to create the frame for a new Reaper.
It's a Terminator.
A massive human Reaper abomination. We had no choice but to destroy it. The battle caused severe damage to the base, but we needed to destroy it completely. As I prepped explosives to finish the job, we received a message. The elusive man. He didn't want us to destroy the base at all. He wanted to preserve it. He wanted to study how the humans were transformed into the abomination we'd seen. To use the technology of the Collectors to help defeat the Reapers.
I'll agree with him.
The elusive man was right. If we were going to stop the Reapers, we'd need every tool at our disposal, even if it meant keeping the Collector base intact. So we irradiated the base instead, killing all the Collectors, but preserving the technology inside. Then we headed back through the Omega-4 relay.
How convenient, right?
The mission was a success, and in the end, the whole team made it out alive. And though the crew was killed before we could rescue them, they didn't die in vain. We stopped the Collectors, and we stopped the Reapers from creating their abomination. And we bought everyone just a little more time. If only there was more time. The Reapers are still coming. Every day a bit closer. I handed every piece of intel on the Collectors and Cerberus over to the Alliance brass. They're not sure what to make of it, but at least they're listening. I just hope they figure out what to do about it soon, before time runs out for all of us.
And here we are, Mass Effect 3. Alright, so these are some of the mod settings I have. Alright, let's see, community patch. Let's enable this, enable this, enable this, enable this. This adds a little bit of flavor, it looks like. Oh, okay, some other stuff. Say that. There's some look how minor this is. Isn't it hilarious? No, we hung up on the council in the early games, that's for sure. Character appearance. Do that. Okay. Here we go.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on the long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleets are mobilizing.
Uh-oh.
God help us all.
Da-da. There's my dude.
Commander,
You're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The defense committee wants to see you.
Sounds important.
He's looking salty.
What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard.
I don't.
Maybe a
I
little
don't.
soft
I
on
don't
the
agree.
edges. How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
He doesn't look as bad as I
Admiral
tried to
Hack's
make him,
mobilizing
though.
the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
Duh.
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
It's the Reapers. And we're not ready for them. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper.
Fraidy
Hell,
cats.
you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. The shit you've done, any other soldier would have been tried, court-martialed, and discharged.
Look around.
It's your knowledge of the Reapers that kept that from happening.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
And keep that haircut.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson? Shepard.
Ashley.
Lieutenant Commander, how'd it go in there?
I can never tell with them. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Lieutenant Commander.
You hadn't heard?
No, I hadn't.
Sorry, Shepard.
His face looks so funny.
Well,
It's not like you learned the Reapers were coming and didn't tell me.
sure.
Admiral,
Come on.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Back in Mass Effect 1.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
It just looks funny every time I see
The reports coming in
He
are
looks so
unlike
ashy.
anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with
I
everything.
should just call him
around
Ashy
Silver
Shepard
Lake.
instead of Salty Shepard.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Dun dun dun.
Then, how do we stop them?
You don't?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
Each of us has to be willing to die to save humanity. Anything less, and they've already won.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
Oh, they get past our defenses.
They're coming for you guys.
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Already? God damn.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
What do we do?
Platitudes?
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
Yeah.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh. Time's up.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I did crank up the difficulty on this, so let's see. On a New Game Plus, it would be a cinch, I think, but especially in my heyday. I am
Here,
pretty
take
rusty
this.
these days,
We've
though.
got to get moving.
Let's see.
This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact me. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson out. They're massive. Come on, Shepard.
That's what she said.
After we get to the Normandy, they'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
How do you stop something so powerful?
It looks cool, though. I mean, this was even pretty cool looking back in 2012, so... Back in the day.
Take a running jump. It's farther than it looks.
Yep. This is basically acts as like seconds as a
Come on, let's go.
tutorial of sorts.
Come on. We'll have to go this way. Looks clear. Let's go. Lieutenant Commander, you read me? I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with me.
Husks! Take him out!
Husks. Oh, here you go.
Shoot him! I'm out of ammo. Come on, we gotta move.
Kill your ass. They're basically
Take these
robo-zombies.
things out the old-fashioned way.
Okay, alright. Punch. Smack.
Don't let him grab you.
No ammo. That helped.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Alright, get some medikits. Leaked report. Okay. Just gives a little backstory there. I think that's from one of the mods. This is the door. Hack
Watch
through.
it.
Okay. Oh, dude's reaching through. And. Okay. Open the door.
Through this way.
I hear a noise.
Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Let me help you, kid.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here.
Where'd he go?
Ah, this is a goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
You're not responsible for the ones that die. We fight for the ones left standing when it's all over.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. They get so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel. The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us. You sure about that? No, but you were a Council Spectre. That has to count for something.
Maybe something.
Gotcha!
Thanks. I owe you one.
More than one.
Oh, snap.
Grab some ammo. Reload. Let's keep moving. Come on. It hasn't been that long since you've handled a weapon.
No, it hasn't.
Oh. Lieutenant Commander Williams, we're in sight of the spaceport.
Shit.
ETA 3 minutes.
We've made it to the Normandy, taking heavy fire. Oh god! They're gonna take down that dreadnought. Invasive maneuvers.
Lieutenant Commander, activate. Damn it, they're in trouble.
They show a little battle here. Dang.
Normandy, we're going to reroute. Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies.
You two all right?
Get down, they'll see you.
Get down, man. Oh, hell no.
Keep your head down. Nice shot.
Dang, you get hit from cover now? That's gotta be a new thing, right? I've never seen that before.
Normandy, come in.
That's kind of weird.
Friendlies.
Alright.
You two all right?
Scene again.
Get down, they'll see you.
Keep your head down. Nice shot. Finish them all. Shepard, over here.
Alright, got him that time. Just
What
got
happened
more
here?
decisive, I guess.
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here.
It's hella painful.
Come on. Let's get to that gunship. What the hell are those things?
Yeah, you gotta unload real quick. Go find the radio. Oh. Charge up the ammo.
Normandy, this is Anderson. Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Lieutenant! Damn it! I've lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast, we've got company.
Man, they arrive in those things. Ouch.
Hope they get there soon.
You and me both.
Running out of ammo.
Dang it, my shields.
Cavalry's here, gentlemen.
Alright. Timing. Thanks, guys.
About time.
Let's go.
Welcome back, Shepard.
Thanks.
Shepard!
Come on.
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
The hell you're not.
We're in this fight together.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers.
Man.
Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Man, nice.
You too, Shepard.
Oh, he mad. Having a stare down over there.